Martial arts, karate, I bust you down like Itachi, cause you your Jin Hachi. Straight kamikaze, I'm talking to bodies as I go straight brawly. Y'all niggas could hardly be me, I'm not part of the sea. I'm part of the sea like Moses. No psychosis, the hocus pocus. I put in potent, sustain focus. Ignore all the BS on my timeline, I throw a lifeline for those thinking I ain't about mine. Hit you upside your head with a tie iron. Can't be your time if it's my time. They said to be patient, I'm patiently waiting. It's driving me crazy, cause lately the odds that I'm facing is basic and basically tragically hating. Anticipating my fall, they want it all for themselves. So I make the call, no need to stall. I go and get them all off of the shelf. I take affirmative action, I'm blasting and laughing of how you're reacting to my satisfaction of cashing injections and Benjis and Wilsons, the life that you always imagined. Brother from the goal, yeah. If you ever see him go, it's Holocaust or Holy Ghost. Overcome or overflow, yeah. Either way it's overdose. Watch you walk or comatose, penetrating to your soul, yeah. Tit for tat and toe for toe, pound for pound and blow for blow. You would never see me fold, nah. Claiming that what you don't know, that is how you get exposed. Left for dead with bullet holes.
Promise to leave it alone, promises all day. Pensando cómo lo puedo lograr, en cómo lo puedo hacer, cómo cuido a mi mamá y también a mi bebé. Solo tengo que josear y eso ya me lo sé. Hay días que despierto sin ánimo, pero me tengo que motivar, que nadie te va a ayudar, que no lo voy a lograr. Eso dicen los demás, pa'l carajo los demás, que aquí pues se les va a enseñar. Aquí les caigo y les traigo un talento que lo dejan bien pálido. Se sorprendieron, algunos dijeron que estos son pa' los que sí tienen talento. De verdad, se jodió todo porque yo nunca voy a parar de josear. Ya, pero un día, ojalá yo con ganar doble A. Dile a Mike Towers que me tire para hacer un collab. Sin pijama, Nati, que me invite a la casa. Ojalá, ojalá, ja.
Damage I could do with my side weapon. John Wick with my P40 Smith the
Snyder fans believe it's a real thing. The Snyder Cut is not real. It's not finished. Warner Brothers pulled the plug before all of the final touches can be made. It's not going to get released.
Oh, what an amazing feeling. Name another fan base to raise the ceiling. Over 2 years, you know we held it down. Nothing you can tell us now. The Snyder Cut is coming now. Nothing you can tell us now. The Snyder Cut is coming now, yeah. Release the Snyder Cut, be the movement, keep it moving. 28,000 strong, we keep improving. We ain't never did this here for y'all amusement. Fighting for what's right for the Snyders is what we doing. Stood united with Zach, we believe in his vision. Supporting AFSP, we believe in the mission. To know that your life has purpose. Know that to fight for what's right is worth it. We fought against impossible odds. We fought for an honorable cause. We made it happen, y'all deserving applause. And I ain't saying that to be prideful. Just proud of all the things that we've accomplished. Now the feeling's delightful. Keep ignoring all of those who are spiteful. Thinking we feel entitled. Twitter fingers got me reading a nightful. Nothing changes under the sun, but it's done cause we won. Zack Snyder's Justice League is the title. Whoa.
So according to the sources, Warner Bros. HBO Max will not be releasing Snyder's Director's Cut of Justice League.
Oh, what an amazing feeling. Name another fan base to raise the ceiling. Over 2 years, you know we held it down. Nothing you can tell us now. The Snyder Cut is coming now. Nothing you can tell us now. The Snyder Cut is coming now, yeah. I need all the rich Snyder Cut family to stand up. All who participated, now put your hands up. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Nerd Queens and Meg who did the Justice Convention. All the YouTubers that never failed to mention the existence of the Snyder Cut in every session. Also the fandom's RT Snyder Cut account. The admins of the Patriot did a numerous amount of work behind the scenes to avoid all the clout. Even gave us the round tables once we figured it out. From the building in Times Square to the plane in the air. All the hashtag events, the retweets and shares. All day and night, there was no time to spare. Cast and crew members, this moment is also theirs. Those who stayed woke and those who stayed aware. Those who were passionate and those who really cared.
You're talking about the release the Snyder Cut type weirdos?
Oh, what an amazing feeling. Name another fan base to raise the ceiling. Over 2 years, you know we held it down. Nothing you can tell us now. The Snyder Cut is coming now. Nothing you can tell jealous now. The Snyder Cut is coming now, yeah. I'm hearing they claim we'll regret it, now that is a shame, hey. Who is to blame? Your lies you invented, our truth was our flame, hey. See, we ain't the same, y'all were chasing the clout, y'all did it for fame, hey. But we changed the game, now don't you forget it, remember the name, hey.
The damage I could do with my side weapon, John Wick with my P40 Smith & Wesson. Opposition lightweight, so I'm not threatened. I'm just flattered by the hate that they keep sending. It's really easy talk that rah-rah on the internet. That's where to Zaza, I heard y'all ain't got your fingers wet. Don't get your cherry popped by the very op. We bust the real ones. Got the heavy guap, you just carry props. Bunch of trans gangsters claim to be hard to the core, but they really not, like women that claim to be faithful, but they really thoughts. Act like they down, but when shit goes down, they call the city cops. Sinfuls think they know a lot, no dilly squat. Tired of all of this fake shit, but your fake asses and fake tits. They fake smiles match the fake lips. Picasso looking with the facelift. What I call the great replacement, what is so-called real are the fakers. So the fakest niggas are the greatest. What was common sense no longer makes sense. What was common sense is now rare sense. What was funny then is now flagrant.
I've become transparent so that you can see me. Can you see me? But not see right through me. Have you followed me not to be me? Kudos if you outdo me. Salute. I don't care how you perceive me or however you view me. I go out of sight, out of mind. No George Clooney. What remains amusing? Are you not entertained? How one person's victory means another person's losing. It's the game. What may be clarity for one, for another becomes confusing. The paths we're choosing leading to different destinations. Different translations leading to different revelations. Making our own truths along the way, seeking some form of justification. The ramifications of our choices apparently go unnoticed. Looking at POTUS, the policies of this administration is bogus. I dare oppose it. Leading the people to freedom just like Moses. Or to who can free us? I'm talking Jesus. Go to church. Holy Spirit, help me fight my demons. Sinner and saint, I'm in between them. Just being honest. Still on this journey where I'm yearning to be better. Learning becomes pleasure. Hurting is part measure. To me, doing something right, you can't grow with no pressure. Change can bring pain, with no pain there's no gain. Some sacrifices are worth it, some define divine purpose. Some help you find the right version of oneself by yourself. Because when you're alone, you rely on no help. Note to self, try not to be so expectant on people who are so dependent. So I strive to be independent. Against all conflict, friction, and tension. Against all this oppression, I won't be kept down on the ground with no protection. I rely on no injection or congressional approval to determine my ascension to the heavens. I fly high like the Jetsons. I take off, even if my chains don't break off. It's face off. Time to see what I'm made of. Stranger things, but things I seen be the strangest. City of the shy man, these streets is dangerous. This ain't the city of angels. Ain't no dreaming big, just scheming to get you from different angles. Niggas been snapping way before Thanos. Getting smoked out now way before camels. Desert storms is how these quarrels get handled. To the victor go the spoils, our heroes are on our mantle. Keep your business from your bitches, they quick to gossip and ramble. Dizzy Livia post to your scandals. One day you're the shit, the next day you're the asshole. So I got the shit emoji hanging out front on my flagpole. When everyone doubts me, that's exactly when I pull it. But there's certain lines you don't cross, you can ask Jussie Smollett. A little wait, I won't say another word. It was just something that I heard, and I know gossip be the worst. So one shot for the hood, one shot for my city, one shot for the fam, and everyone riding with me. Even one for the haters, even one for the bitches, even one for the snitches. Fact, all of my opposition. Best to keep your fams close, but your enemies closer. See who's really your friend and who's just there for exposure. Sad truth, you always live looking over your shoulder. Who can be trusted and in a world that just keeps getting colder. Below zero, there's no heroes, just political criminals trying to take your De Niro. Hinderweg leave the dead for the raven and sparrows. Let my people go, no joke, no Jay Farrow. These blood-sucking leeches suck you down dry to your marrow. R.I.P. Miro, graffiti out for your mural. Tragic loss, I pray for the pain to go away, that the blessings to be gained for your family may come in plural. Dear Joe Lopez family, my condolences for your daughter. Prayers up for the baby man, also the baby's father. Fucked up and pregnant women are tricked into being slaughtered. Using abuse more graphic than 50 shades darker. Cause it's clear we're never past the dark ages. Surrounded by these murderers, rapists and racists, chauvinists and faces, the famous and faceless. Some geniuses, some brainless, bougie but basic. This pure shit or lay shit, real shit or fake shit. I'm loved by the most hated, still under those overrated. Almost went Frank Gallagher, living my life shameless. Family is everything as we deal with these stranger things. Words of a king under the sun, nothing ever changes. Changes. Family is everything as we deal with these stranger things. Words of a king under the sun, nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes. With the moon by a Bombay, I swim in the oceans where sharks play, yeah. From United to Barclay, my flow is infernal like Dante, yeah. Like Itachi or Sasuke, make sure not to run me the wrong way, nah. When it's been a long day, I bring you down to the measure of Pompeii. Flow catastrophic, I go off atomic, my speed supersonic, defying all logic, disturbing your conscience. To beg me to stop it, then don't be a pompous or get out of pocket. I don't make threats, so I'll make you a promise. If not the two, then I use any object. Just like the pool or closer to carnage, you need a visit and orthodontist. With loose lips, you'll lose teeth, and a broke jaw, lose no sleep. Just go buck, there's no chief. It's all war if there's no peace. To your front door, on your streets, to your fams too. Don't force me to call warlords true OG. Shot callers who stay low-key, word. In the streets of the shy, it goes gang, 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 gang. Southside or west side, shots fly. Bang, 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 bang. Gang mob squad set for life. Yeah. If your honor don't come at a price. Yeah. In the streets of the shy, it goes gang, 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 gang. Southside or west side, shots fly. Bang, 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 bang. Gang mob squad set for life. Yeah. If your honor don't come at a price. Yeah. I live by my word, the lies that you live by absurd. I keep all these haters on swerve, fuck what you heard. Me, I keep putting in work, your best has been less than my worst. I know what I'm worth, the countless months I had to cross to the dirt. Been down to earth, keep it 100, I'm coming for everything that I deserve. You can get hurt, smashing your face on the curb. Nigga, I'm going berserk, you in the murk. Putting your face in a shirt, making more money off merch outside of your church. Speak at your eulogy, been on that foolery, injured dishonorably, I'm such a jerk. Only a force, I go off of course, I check my report, don't get on my nerves. My hunger shit have all you fake rappers concerned. None set in stone, how quickly tables turn. Very quickly. If you know, then you know, boy, you live and you learn. Live and learn. These ain't my confessions, but I let it all burn. Streets the shy, it goes gang, 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 gang. Southside or west side, shots fly. Bang, 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 bang. Gang mob squad set for life. Yeah. If your honor don't come at a price. Yeah. In the streets of the shy, it goes gang, 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 gang. Southside or west side, shots fly. Bang, 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 bang. Gang mob squad set for life. Yeah. If your honor don't come at a price. Yeah.
All right. What's good, y'all? I hope what just was witnessed through that whole long intro just shows we ain't playing games over here. The bars are serious. The bars are serious. Anybody who want it can get it. Just to put that out there. But oh man. In case y'all don't know, I'm just going live for a few things. One, I'm just trying to make sure that I keep promoting the tracks that are already out there, La Casa Vega. Check that out. You can find it on all streaming platforms under my my artist page, which is Il Divino Vega, and that's any streaming platform that's out there. Check that out. Check out Mi Cama, which is under El Meme on your streaming platform. I'm a featured artist on there, so you might be able to find it on my pages as well. Again, on all streaming platforms. And there's like a lot more to come, guys. I honestly can't stress enough that like if you stay tuned, you keep watching, there's going to be a lot of content coming out, from music to videos, podcasting, live streaming, and all that, on everything that you can watch any kind of live stream from, whether it's X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Rumble. I'm going to definitely get like a Twitch going on for sure, and possibly Discord. Obviously, just to keep in touch with everybody on every different type of platform there is, broaden the, I guess you could say, the range of how I can reach people. And then more importantly, just to keep growing the brand, obviously, right? And then to obviously connect with people that I follow, people that I'm working with, bring them along as well. And yeah, like I said, you're going to see a lot of content coming out from all different types of things. So like I said, stay tuned, man. Just stay tuned to what I'm doing. A lot of more music coming out, videos, performances. It just, and I know I've probably said that a lot of times in the past, but when I say like finally everything's come together, things in my life finally falling through together to like where like now moves are able to be made, windows of opportunity opening up, doors opening up. So there's going to be a lot of things happening in the near future. And I definitely don't want you guys to miss out. I definitely plan on, like I said, collaborating with a lot of people, from different artists to videographers, directors, and even other streamers. So like I said, stay tuned. Again, I really do this, man. Like, I know it's been a minute, but like when I say that this music thing is something that I really do, it's like something that I really do, something that I'm really passionate about, something that I believe I'm really good at. Again, like if you feel otherwise, I'll say this: if you feel otherwise, if you think there's somebody out there that like send them my way. Let's see what we can do. One of the videos that popped up in the introduction, in case you weren't aware, was a 16-bar challenge that I recently posted that I'm entered my hat into. So if you can go view that on my on any page that you follow me on, because I believe I shared it on Facebook, I believe I shared it on IG and X, possibly even Rumble, possibly even YouTube, I'm not sure, but go like, comment, share. Again, I believe that's how that works. Like the more views you get and possibly the more shares, the more interaction, I believe is how the winners, I guess the winner is chosen. So if you haven't already, go check that out. Again, it's a 16-bar challenge I posted on X, IG, and Facebook and Rumble. But Rumble I just started, so I don't expect anybody to help move that forward. Yo, my brother Koj in the building, all in good time. I believe the Snyderverse will continue. All right, okay, yeah, so you're responding to the comment section. Derpy Entertainment said the Snyderverse was decent, but the universe isn't happening. Hey, I guess it isn't for everyone. It is what it is. I think you're crazy for thinking it was just decent, but it is what it is. It not happening, I like to say, is what I responded to. Is that the same was thought about the Snyder Cut, and it came out. So time will tell. So, but yeah, the boy Koja came through. Glad to see the Chop Shop back in business. Yes. We back in business, brother. And like I said, a lot more to come. Shout out Gino. I believe you're probably responding through. Oh no, this is on YouTube. So yeah, but shout out for coming through, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, the Chop Shop is back in full force. Again, this is just like an introduction video where I'm just gonna like slightly touch on a lot of things, but bare minimum, because every other video is gonna be definitely expounding even more on things that we'll definitely be touching on here, and things that I'll be talking to with either whether it's my own ideas that I'm going to be sharing or people that I would like to have conversations with to see, what's their opinion and yeah, share ideas. A think tank overall, right? That's why it's called the Chop Shop. For those who don't know, the Chop Shop is just a place that I created that I believe we can have honest, open discussions about anything and everything. Where with no fear, like no judgment, no. I mean, at the end of the day, I can't control what people say out of here or what probably is put in the comment sections of whichever platform you're watching on. But what I can say is like on here, our interactions from me to you, there will be no judgment. There will be no ridicule. I'll respect whatever you feel, what you have to say, your opinions, and all I can hope is that you respect mine as well. It doesn't mean you have to accept it, but respect is one thing and accepting is another thing, right? So like maybe you do accept what I understand or what I'm putting out there. Maybe I accept what you're saying, but overall, what I want to for sure is put out respect, right? You give respect, you get respect, and that goes a long way. Before I got into any other thing, just like, yeah, the music thing for sure is like a passion of mine, guys. So most of my music you can find on every platform. I have even more music on YouTube because there's just some tracks that I unfortunately didn't have the opportunity to put out there on like Apple or whatever streaming platform you're listening to, Tidal, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon. Shout out to the homie Pinpoint Gaming in the building. Accepting nothing, judging everyone. Yo, hey, however you roll, how you roll. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Cole J. Well said. I've no problems with different opinions and perspectives. Conduct should always be good. Yes, exactly. So yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, like I said, music is definitely my thing. So if you're not following me, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on any stream, any platform, please do so. Stay tuned because, like I said, there's a lot more coming. But apart from what's coming, like just know I have a catalog. Like if that introduction is like a tip of the iceberg of what I got going on. Pinpoint Gaming, shout out, man. Appreciate you, brother. So yeah, like I said, the music thing, I have like a whole catalog of music. Please go check it out. Like the reality is that is a form of revenue for me. Unfortunately, it's not the main revenue because it's just not where it's at in my life at the moment. I would love for it to be my main revenue, where it could be what I solely do for a living. But until then, like I gotta, do what I do to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Get that cash flow, get that bag. And but like I said, the more you guys like get involved with my music, start listening to it, start sharing it, putting up like do whatever you can to like help move that forward. You know what I mean? TikTok, all that, then please do so. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, that's really what I would love to do for a living. And if it could be possible, that's what I would put all my time and effort into while still even doing this, right? Because overall, I believe I'm a creator. So content creating is definitely a thing for me. As well as I believe most art forms project a sense of thought and ideas, morality, maybe philosophy, emotions, and all that. So, which are the very things that I, even on here on the Chop Shop, I intend to like talk about and want to talk to with others because we all have something going on, things that we like to think about, things that we have opinions on, things how we feel about things, or even information, things that we can learn, educate ourselves with, blase, all that good stuff. Homie Cole J says setup is nice. What color is the lightsaber? It's actually every color. Well, I don't know about every color. I know there's like other lightsabers that have a lot more lights and projections it could do. Mine, I'm not sure what the number is. I have to look it up, but yeah, it has many. And matter of fact, shout out to the number to my homie Number Huang. He actually gifted it to me as it was actually a wedding gift, believe it or not. He gifted it to me as a wedding gift, and I appreciate the brother for it, So yeah, shout out to the homie Number One. I think he has a YouTube channel himself, for those who want to go check out his channel. I believe it's like a gaming channel. And actually, same thing for Koj, my brother Koj. He's got his own YouTube channel. Check him out. Pinpoint Gaming as well. Check him out. Gaming channel. They're both similar gaming channels. They each do their own things, but I mean, definitely both interesting enough channels that I personally have subscribed to and try and keep up with on a day-to-day basis whenever they drop something. Or if I miss it, I'll try my best to catch it later, man. Let's see. I wish you nothing but success, bro. Your tracks are fire, and I want to see you in bro. I'm talking. Well, that's the goal. You know what I'm saying? Like the goal is to eventually get to a point where, like, you know, we're doing concerts and stuff. And like I said, there are performances coming soon that's in the works. So, and I intend to hopefully shoot them live. That's the goal. So I'm gonna. That's hopefully down the line. But obviously, like, that's even still small scale compared to like what can happen if I'm like on a bigger platform for sure. Let's see. I like that. Art should be deep, otherwise it's just a commercial for a product. Exactly, 100% true. And unfortunately, that's the truth with a lot of stuff, whether it's music and even movies for that matter. And any other form of even maybe entertainment, like a lot of that is what it is. It's a lot of it is just promotion of something else that promotes something else, you know. So that's a top everything saver. Yes sir. Yeah, no doubt, bro, no doubt. Yeah, dude, you know. So yeah, like that. With that being said, please, you know, if you're not already, like, if I'm not one of your favorite artists in any streaming platform you use or music streaming platform you use, make sure you go check me out, Il Divino Vega, and Vega with AQ Run It Back. He was my producer on my first album that I dropped out, Gemini Tendencies. Unfortunately, I had to do a name change later in the game because, surprisingly, there was like more than one Vega out there. So for whatever reason, like, you know, it was just hard for people to find me because it's like, well, there's all these Vegas, and then they even somehow the platforms themselves are mistaking me for other artists, and they're combining our work together. And I just didn't like that because it's like, well, that's not my music. I don't want people to think that that's my music, especially if, you know, my opinion, it wasn't that great of a product as far as music's concerned. So then I changed it to Il Divino Vega, which does have meaning behind it. It's not just some random thing where I think I'm divine or something. But yeah, so check out my music. And like I said, there's a whole catalog of it. You can find you can actually probably find the majority of it, of probably all my music on my YouTube channel. Whether it's on, you'd have to find it through playlists that I have set up. You know, I have like playlists set up where it's like, you know, all my, like my last album that I dropped a few years ago has my music videos that I've done. It has you know, then I have like different playlists of like all the raps that I did. I have other playlists that are all like the reggaeton / dance hall music that I have, and then I have like another playlist that's like all the, you know, relationship R&B-ish type songs that I have out there. So yeah, man, you know, whatever is your, I guess, your poison, you know, your whatever floats your boat, I guess. You know, you can just check out my music on my YouTube channel for sure. But again, if that's not how you listen to music. If it's Apple, if it's Spotify, if it's Tidal, Pandora, Amazon, iHeartRadio, you can find me everywhere. So that's that. But like, and with that being said, also just stay tuned because there's a lot more music to come. I mean, a lot more music to come. And so yeah, go support the brother, man. And I'll guarantee, I can guarantee you this: you will not be disappointed. You know, you will not be disappointed. I like buying tracks digitally on iTunes and such. I'll stream too. I mean, I'll be honest. If you guys can buy the tracks for sure digitally, that actually does me more. I see more of the royalties from that than I do streaming. You know, I don't know if you guys ever saw that video that went out there with Snoop Dogg where he's like, and here's, you know, something I want you guys to think for perspective. Snoop Dogg is a well-known artist, right? Like, he's already got a name for himself. He's already got a following, a fan base. You know, maybe he's not as famous as he used to be. That's whatever. doesn't, not a knock on him, whatever, but that's just the way it works, I guess. But he's still famous, is my whole point. And even a guy as famous as him was complaining about how the streaming doesn't make sense as far as like the money an artist makes, and that's that he's famous, and even he was complaining about what he's making off streams, and how that has to be figured. There has to be another way to figure that out, where the artist makes a better amount of percentage of what he's making off streams, and that's a famous guy. So I'm definitely not no Snoop Dogg just yet. So imagine if he's not making that much money off streams, it's hard for me to make money off streams, to be honest too. So yeah, a majority of the most money I can make is definitely by people actually buying the tracks digitally. If that's an option for you guys, if you guys got that kind of bread, then yeah, man, please do, support me that way for sure. That does look good on the resume for sure. But yeah, so that's that. So keep in tune with that. The music is going to come. Another thing I want to keep you guys in tune with or posted on is that I will be doing videos as well, like not just these live stream videos. Music videos for sure. Like I said, performance videos as well. And like I said, I just want to start creating other things too. Like there's definitely ideas that I've been putting together with my brother and my other brother, whatever, of videos we're going to be putting together. Just some slight, I guess you could say short movies / like funny clips and stuff, just day-to-day things that we find funny that we feel will be a new spin on things that we haven't seen just yet. And that'll probably be under the brand of La Casa Vega. So that's so all that to say, like, one, that song just came out, La Casa Vega, right? Which is a thing. It's also technically the name of the album that I'm doing together with my brother, El Meme. And then overall, it's going to be one of the, I guess you could say, offshoots of the channel that are going to house other projects that we are going to be doing together. And that's why it's called La Casa Vega. So that's that. Then I also am going to have and it's probably going to be under that same thing of La Casa Vega, but I'm going to have my episodes of where I'm going to be having like conversations with my father, which I just always find interesting. So I just feel like, thank you. Thank you, Koji. Yes. So obviously La Casa Vega is a Spanish word, which means, or title, which means the House of Vega, which for those who don't know, it's yours truly. It's the family name. So, and thank you, Koji. I can see Koji had the privilege of meeting my brother, so he knows what's up, and he's, man, true brother. I know he follows a lot of what we do, so I appreciate that. Yeah. So then, like I said, I'm going to be having my father on. I just always found like the conversations I have with my dad are pretty interesting considering the times, and definitely feel like the deepest conversations I've ever had is definitely with him. And I feel like he definitely has a lot more. Here's the thing, for sure. I feel like the older you are, the more insight you have on life. And I've definitely always appreciated and respected his take on a lot of things. I mean, he raised me. A lot of my, a lot of my convictions and ideologies and philosophies and so forth and so forth definitely have been due to my my father, who's definitely did his best to raise me in a certain type of way. I ain't gonna say I did my best to follow his ways, but I definitely do my best for sure. And we all each have our own journey, so that's that. But whole point is I'm gonna have these conversations with him live as well, so that way, one, for those who don't, like, he's definitely a pastor and apostle. He's a man of faith, so I definitely feel he has a very strong knowledge of that I want to introduce into the channel, that I definitely probably scrape the surface when it comes to that, what he knows. So, that's my purpose for like kind of bringing him. It's going to be more honed in on that. I want to definitely introduce I guess, subject matter of life situations, life matters, things of that nature that can hopefully be solved maybe by faith, where maybe people have lost sight of that, or maybe disconnected that, and how can we like bridge the gap there to help each other with our lives and things of that nature. So that's going to be another segment going forward. And then obviously, yeah, yeah, you obviously know them, brother. Yeah, my bad. Well, yeah, so Pinpoint Game, and he's like a longtime brother of mine, brother from another mother. Just to clarify that. I'm saying brother this, brother that. I have a lot of brothers, man. I have a lot of people I really roll with, and that definitely have connected with that I consider family and stuff. And whole point is me and Pinpoint Gaming for sure have history, like pretty much knew each other as children, kids. So he's definitely a brother, man. And yeah, so he definitely knows my family for sure. So yeah, man, I mean, other than that, like I said, then we're gonna have to, day-to-day talks about movies, entertainment, and I want to be able to talk about politics and things of that nature. As you can see behind me, like the setup is what it is. To my left, I got my whole DC wall here. The one side you definitely see is all movie related, and maybe movie related, some TV, I guess. DC stuff going on. Mighty Pegasus poster over there, which is raw as hell for those who don't know what that is. Obviously got the Heath Ledger Joker classic, but yeah, this is my DC wall here. Obviously, for those who know me, know that I'm a huge on DC. Snyder Cut lineup is, I'm telling you, man. So yeah, like look, this is all set up purposely. Like the Snyder Cut all down here because, and then everything up, right? But it's because, like, whether if you do not think that the Snyder Cut or the Snyderverse was the foundation for everything that followed, you're nuts. But I mean, not to say that everything that followed ended up like going its own way. We all know the backstory there or maybe not everybody knows the backstory, but we know that the studio interfered with a lot of what was going to be the Snyderverse. But that is the foundation for what could have been and what should be, and possibly could be something great, if they just let it be. Yeah, I got everyone for sure. Aquaman, Cyborg, Flash, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman. Then you got the two villains of the Snyder Cut, Darkseid and Steppenwolf. Got want more Wonder Woman. And this is what I feel just could have been up here. Like if they would have just let Snyder cook and let that be the foundation for everything else. I got the Martian Manhunter from the Supergirl because unfortunately there's no Snyder Cut version of that toy, of that action figure. And obviously same thing with Green Lantern. We all know the Green Lantern was supposed to be part of that film. So I got the animated series, the well-respected animated series version. I got Shazam and Black Adam there because I possibly feel like they could have been added onto the Snyderverse as well if they would have just let that be the, I guess the foundation for it all. But look, there's only so much room I could put things up here. So obviously, definitely could have added, obviously the true Suicide Squad, David Ayer Suicide Squad. But unfortunately, there's not that much room. I do have some of those figures and Funko Pops. But anyways, yeah. So that's like this. The side you don't see, I have on the other side. I have all my, I guess you could say, the animated series version of the Justice League panned out, which you could have seen if you saw the intro. If you missed the intro, then my bad. But in the intro, on the other side of what you see here, I have the animated series. I have some comic book versions of the characters and so forth and so forth. So yeah, whole point is this is my DC wall. This is my, just so this is what my biggest entertainment love, or love for entertainment. I don't know if that's the word, or art. Definitely heavily DC influence for sure. If you look to my right, I got my guitar here, which I haven't played in a while, so don't ask me to play anytime soon. I definitely got to get back into it and start playing it again. I got my Celtics basketball that was actually given to me by someone who actually works for the Celtics organization. And as he gave me the tour of the facility of the Celtics when I was up in Boston maybe 2 years back, or maybe a year back. I don't know. But so I put that up. I'm like, for those who don't know, or if you follow me on X, you know that I'm definitely a Celtics fan, as well as I am a Bulls fan. So don't get it twisted. I was born in Boston, so don't, that's what that is. And I was raised in Chicago, so I got love for both teams for sure. That jersey, believe it or not, up there, it's not really that I follow that team or that's my guy. It's actually a jersey that belonged to my grandfather, and when he passed away, it was passed down to me, and I just felt like, you know what, I gotta put that in a frame and put it in my office because it definitely means something to me. Okay, and then obviously I got the lightsaber. So, if I could have a whole setup, it would have a lot more stuff than what I have here. But Star Wars is definitely something that anybody who knows me knows I like Star Wars. Up here, believe it or not, what you see up here, these are actually what you don't see, what's over here is actually the Declaration of it's the Constitution, and over here is the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights. And then here I got some books that I've been reading and that I read from time to time. Your Bibles for sure. I got my Bibles up there that I read. I got the Hero's Journey, a few things. I got the Alexander Hamilton. Anyways, a few books up there. And then I got the Hamilton Funko Pops. So anyways, yeah, little nice setup I guess got going on here. But all that to say, the reason why the setup is what it is because these are the things that definitely, I guess you could say, intrigue me, inform me, build my philosophy and things of that nature. And the reason I guess why I can say DC is a heavy part of what I vibe with when it comes to comics or entertainment, as well as even Star Wars, is because, and not that these are the only ones. Again, if I had room for everything, they're truly, I feel, is what I vibe to, due to the fact that it's deep in philosophy, deep in thought and in conviction, and even a sense of politics, projection of that, and things of that nature. There would be a lot more, but this is definitely, like, I guess, something that I just felt like I could put together real quick, and maybe it gives an idea of what I'm into and why I'm into it. But yeah, DC definitely, because I feel like between DC and Marvel, it's definitely the more in-depth one, more deep in philosophy, more deep in especially the movies, like the movies of that time, like what Snyder was trying to do, what Nolan did, what I believe Ayer was trying to do. Yeah, hold on, I'm kind of behind here. Let's see. Yeah, man, I love Snyder versus DC because of the animated Batman, Superman, Justice League series. Exactly, and that again on the other side, that's what I have, because I feel like that's what that's why I did love the Snyderverse as much as I did, because I thought it really was a good live adaptation of what I thought I saw when I watched the animated series of Batman, Superman, and the Justice League, for sure. You got it. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, the tour. Yep. Got the tour. That was dope, dude. No, I'm telling you, it was really dope. Inspirations are important to great artists like Kung Fu Films, Wu-Tang, DC Comics. That's not exactly. Thank you. That's probably the best way to, I guess, project or analogy, or side by side comparison, for sure. Wu-Tang, Kung Fu Films. I believe they were even like Marvel fans as well. Like that's why they had a lot of Marvel references in their raps. But for sure, Kung Fu heavy, obviously Wu-Tang. But yeah, for me, you could definitely say it's DC Comics and the Snyderverse for sure. But yeah, man. So yeah, all that to say that what you see behind me is definitely the type of things that I want to talk about, whether it's DC Comics related, whether it's Star Wars related, movies related for that matter, entertainment behind me, even some sports related stuff. I do like talking sports. What I will say is, like, if you see all what's behind me, what that should tell you also is that there's so much that I like to go over, that I'm definitely not the person that's got the most deepest knowledge of things, right? So that's why I would love to, like, again, have certain episodes where I bring on people that I have more in-depth knowledge of these certain things that I like, that I might just know things about it on, maybe surface level, or maybe a little deeper than the surface level. But then there's people that know a little deeper than what I know, you know what I mean? Or just know, maybe not deeper, but just know more context, and things of that nature. So, but I do love talking sports. I love sports. I love playing basketball. I love playing football, baseball. For those who saw the intro video, know I got my heavy bag, my boxing gloves. I like doing that. I like sparring from time to time, and working out. So I'm definitely into health, fitness, and things of that nature. So these are definitely things I do tend to talk about on the show with other people that I have on as well. And then again, even obviously faith-based. Like I said, I'm definitely heavy into my faith. I definitely read the Bible. I've read the Quran, bits pieces of it, not too heavy. And then definitely, I guess you could say did my research on other things, like that part of life does intrigue me. I do like whether it's even like mythologies and things of that nature. I believe a lot of them inform our philosophy, even our politics, for those who think that they are separate. I mean, there's I think a big argument to be made that it's actually, they're intertwined one way or another. That's why for me, you are a notch above Wu-Tang. I said it. Salute to that. Hey, look, man, I'll be honest. People ask me like, if you went up against so and so, whatever, like you think you got a shot. And I always root for me. Shoot, I know what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I know what I can do under pressure. So yeah, you put me up against the greats, I just might demolish your favorite artist. I'll just say that. Maybe not notch bars above. There you go. There you go. Shared knowledge enhances everyone. Exactly. So yeah, faith is one of the things, and obviously, like I said, you got the like I said, the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence up there. So like, I definitely have my eyes and insights in politics, which I also do believe inform a sense of philosophy as well. And again, these are the things I definitely do want to discuss going forward into the future. So stay tuned on that for sure. Because the reality is like, unless you're out of touch and out of tune with these things, these are the very things I'm pointing out are very things that are like moving forward. There's like always news popping up. There's always something happening. Definitely the internet helps push things forward fast, so I definitely like to think about things and talk about them. And I would like to see everybody else's thoughts and opinions on these things as well. For instance, like I was just before even going live, I was actually watching that Joe Rogan and Zack Snyder conversation, which it was about time, but that's what I mean. Like these are types of discussions I want to have. Again, I won't touch it now because I haven't finished the whole thing, but I will say what I have seen so far, man. It's great to see, man. It's just great to see. Again, for those who know me, like know I'm a Zack Snyder fan. I do like his work. I definitely do not fall in line with the rest of the bots that don't like my mans. I call them bots because I feel like they all say the same thing. It's like they're all part of the assembly line of thought instead of being able to form their own opinions and thoughts and things. I like the Declaration above, bro. Amen to freedom. Amen to freedom for sure, man. Again, a discussion I'd like to have for sure, more in depth, at some point in time, like we can discuss things of that nature, why the Declaration of Independence is important, why the Constitution is important, and the founding documents by the founding fathers are important, and things of that nature for sure. So yes, amen to freedom. That is not something that a lot of people can say say that they have the privilege of having. So that's definitely a thing. But yeah, like I said, things that I want to discuss. I would suggest, like, for those who haven't seen that video yet, go check it out, man. It's from at least what I've seen already with this conversation with Joe Rogan. Very cool conversation so far. They've, from what I can tell, they've discussed Watchmen, Man of Steel, a little bit of Rebel Moon. I only touched the tip of the iceberg with it, so I'm definitely planning on doing more But definitely conversation to be had, man. I mean, um, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about definitely the Snyderverse. Where can it exist? I definitely intend to have those conversations with the people who know a lot more than I do when it comes to that. But I'm definitely trying to follow up with that. See what's on the horizon. What are the thoughts on DC? The direction it's going. Do you like the James Gunn direction? Do you not? I definitely have my opinion on that, and I can say I'm not that excited for it, but and again, we'll see what the guy does. I gotta say, like my biggest hope would be that there is definitely a future for the Snyderverse, for that to get finished. And I'll be honest, I'll say it now, like even if that means that, I don't know, they have to recast because the actors already chosen or that were chosen previously aren't available, then I honestly wouldn't mind that either. Just because I'd rather let Zack Snyder finish his story arc and see where it was going to go, rather than not getting it at all because, oh well, we weren't able to lock in the actors that did it. Although I believe a lot of them would still come back to finish it off. I do believe that. But I do not know who you are, but what's up, man? So I'm not sure I recognize that name. No Pedo DC for me. I'm out for extended vacation leave for DC until Snyder continues forward or to that level, high raise bar. 100%. No, yeah, exactly how I feel. Like I was having a discussion with another dude I was fortunate to meet, one of my brother's homies, and possibly a future homie of mine, but we'll see. I mean, so far we've been going back and forth on the snaps, just talking. He's another artist, so maybe I'll be working with him as well in the near future. But yeah, he was definitely more of a Marvel fan, heavy James Gunn fan, and I just let him know, like, man, like, look, dude, I just personally don't like the way he's been moving. Look, here's the thing, like, out of all the movies he could have done when he first brought him on board, he chooses to do the Suicide Squad. David Ayer claims he was okay with it, and that's fine. That's okay for him. But as from somebody from the outside, I personally thought that was a messed up move. You know what I mean? Like, why would you choose a movie? Why would you choose to do a movie on characters already used and they were already done? And it's almost like a slap in the face. But what it really shows is it was how do I put it? It was definitely what people should the marker of people being able to see that James Gunn did not care for the DC that came before him. And I'm not talking about literally the films that came before him. I could care less for those films either. I'm talking about the foundation. They had no respect for the foundation. Man of Steel, BVS, David Ayer Suicide Squad. And yes, I do hope they eventually release the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad, and then Zack Snyder's Justice League. At least that foundation. I know there's debates of whether or not Aquaman is part of it, and that's a fair discussion. And same thing with Shazam, fair discussion for sure. I believe that could play two ways. I think it's got like one. I'll put it like this: it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's the way I see it. Like it's 1 foot's in, 1 foot's out. So you can definitely be on the end of like, no, it's not part of the Snyderverse, or you can be, and I can see it both ways, I guess. But all that to say that when he did the Suicide Squad, that's what it showed me. It showed that he had no intentions of respecting what came before. Let's see. Okay. Shout out to Elenai. I'm not sure if I'm saying that. Elenai. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Says, I do believe most actors would return, especially Cavill and Fisher. They love the characters they played, and I definitely see them coming back. Maybe Gadot and Affleck. Yeah, I guess that's kind of where I'm at with it as well. I don't see Affleck, Momoa, or Miller coming back, considering Momoa is playing Lobo in the new DCU, and well, Miller, he did what right, yeah, Miller, hard to tell, right, because of his situation. Affleck, yeah, it's just hard to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's parts of him where it looks like he's kind of moved on, and then, I don't know, maybe there's a part of him that's willing to do it just for the sake of just how his bond is with Snyder. But again, then for me, it also comes down to like, what else do these actors got going on at the time? You know what I'm saying? And will that come into conflict with the shooting of what could be the Snyderverse to finish, the full arc? And if so, then if that, again, that's why for me it's like, and if that is the case, then I wouldn't mind just a full recast. But although again, I for sure I see Fisher and Cavill. I believe those are the strongest guys. I do believe would come back. Godot and Affleck for sure are like on the fence for me as well. I agree with that heavy. And then Momoa, like seeing that he's already moved on with the new DCU as Lobo, then I'm not. But he loves Snyder, so who knows? He actually, I can see him coming back too, because of his just love and affection for Snyder, his respect for Snyder, and the fan base. I don't, Momoa is definitely one of those guys that I don't believe he's like, for sure he didn't choose to do Lobo because he has some sort of like ill will or ill intention or ill thoughts of the Snyderverse fan base. I think he's just also just a fan of DC and maybe certain characters, or just maybe a fan of art, and he loves acting, so he's gonna take whatever's thrown his way, maybe, and why not do Lobo? I guess, unfortunately, who knows, man. Hey, those are those things where you kind of wish like maybe if only a lot of these guys had more of a spine, they wouldn't just move forward. They would, stand their ground and be like, no, I don't want to work with you. Who knows? I don't want to. Who knows? I don't know. Again, I can't say. We only know so much of the ins and outs and the dealings of what's happening, and that's why, like I said, like I eventually intend to hopefully have conversations with people that know a lot more than what I do when it comes to this stuff, and hopefully can inform us even better. Which here's the thing: there are channels that do that, like for sure. Silo Do Inc. is definitely like where I go to try and get the most information I can. The homie Skywalker, he does his thing as well. The homie New Geeks, all the Cool Table, they do their thing. Even Reasons I'm Broke, they definitely keep up with that. They stay informed. There's a lot of channels. I follow to try and keep myself informed. But let's see, Momoa loves his fan base too, and Lobo was one of the characters everyone wanted to see him as before he played exactly 100%. There you go. And it's like you can see it. It's not like you can't see why he would do Lobo. It's not I can see why he would. Again, I think for me there, it's like I think maybe what other people are also thinking. Not that I'm holding this against him, but I think maybe some people wanted him to be more like not agree to do something with James Gunn because it's kind of obvious the move James Gunn pulled. And here's what I will say to that too. I don't think it's fully James Gunn's thing either. Like he's not the only, and he's probably the bare minimum person at fault here. Like I think it's more the higher ups, the execs that made the decision to bring James Gunn to go in that direction. Those are the guys really at fault here. For anybody who just doesn't like the direction they're going now, and the idea that they would actually have, Gunn and Saffron in charge, whatever, of DC Studios, and maybe if you go into as deep of the rabbit hole as I am, I believe this was, all coming from the forefront, when it all the way. I think this goes all the way back truly to even, BVS, when the execs were meddling then, with the interference of Jeff Johns and his connections with his boy Kevin Feige and that camp. And so, I believe this is all personally, in my opinion, I believe this is all fabricated, meant to eventually possibly bring in the live action crossover. And then who better to do it with than a director that we've worked with? I believe this is why this is happening, personally, in my opinion. And I believe even if these movies don't do well for James Gunn, then it'll just be another excuse to eventually do the crossover, or maybe even possibly make it easier for DC to be acquired. But that's why, it's important for those who aren't keeping up with the Sell the Snyderverse to Netflix campaign. That's why that's important, is because the only other company right now that I believe is making moves is Netflix, other than, Disney. other than Disney, it's Netflix. I mean, not to say that those are the only two. I mean, there's obviously discussions to be had about, I guess you could say, still Warner Brothers still obviously making moves. I guess obviously they're not gonna just go out without a fight, I think. But at the same time, it's hard to argue that they are competent enough to make the right moves, considering the moves they're doing with one of their most valuable IPs. I believe, right, Dune is part of. Let me check that out before I speak out of my ass. I mean, Dune, I believe, is part of Warner Brothers still, right under that umbrella, if I'm correct. And if that's the case, then I would say, like, if anybody's, I don't know if anybody keeping up with Dune, but it's definitely proving to be quite the IP. And so that's why, I don't think, again, this is just why I say, like, I don't know the ins and outs of these things, where it would definitely help for me to have somebody on here that probably knows more about this stuff. But considering Dune was part of the, I know it was on HBO Max. I don't want to say it was Warner Brothers. So if this is one of their IPs, then they definitely still have something to offer. I do find it interesting that a lot of their content is being sold out or leased out. I think, I'm not sure what the term is, to Netflix and other brands. So that's interesting enough. Like you got Warriors now on Netflix, which I believe is like one of HBO's, so that's one of their great content. So I'm kind of shocked that they're leasing that out. I don't know if that means that they're selling it off to, but the whole point is I don't want to go down this rabbit hole of contemplation, but the reality is I have to say that DC, or if DC at a certain point is it tanks so badly that it's about to be sold off to one of the other competitors, Netflix is definitely one of those you would want to see it go to, if anything. I think, which would be interesting considering that they also have Dark Horse, which another amazing, what Netflix is doing right now is really amazing. Especially now with Rebel Moon. Zack Snyder doing Rebel Moon. They got the rated R versions about to come out in the summer. Part 2 is about to come out, I think, if not this month, next month. I'm kind of lost track on that, but I know it's coming out soon. And I mean, the first one was a success, so I know the second one's going to definitely. I'm anticipating it, right? For sure. And I feel like it's definitely, they definitely have, Netflix has something on their hands now, especially now that they've also used Dark Horse Comics to push out the comics of Rebel Moon, which is insane. So it shows that they're clearly creating a universe from the ground up that's gonna for sure rival the likes of Star Wars and obviously Dune for that matter. So if there's anywhere I would like to see DC go, if there's anywhere else it's gotta go, I wouldn't mind Netflix. But if at the very least, if it's not DC as a whole, then if they can find a way to definitely sell the Snyderverse to Netflix, I would definitely like that to happen, because again, it looks like Netflix is willing to play ball with Snyder, let him do his thing, let him cook, and yeah, I would like to see that happen. I mean, as well as if that's where the Erica has to be housed as well, then and that's how Warner Brothers or DC makes a quick buck off of it. Then because if you're not willing to use it, then damn it, just fucking find a way. My bad for the language, but find a way to like do something with it. Don't just have it like hidden in the archives and forever, in the vaults. Just find a way to make money off of it. If you're not going to make money off of it yourself by, making it yourself or putting it out there yourself, then find somebody else to do it for you and just make a quick buck that way, which I know they could make a good amount of money. Especially if there's like this way of selling that universe as a thing, where it's like, and granted, like I know the argument is like, well, why would they, have another universe out there compete against their own? And that's a good point to be made, I guess, but at the same time, it's like, well, if you're so confident in what James Gunn's about to do, then why not, and have two have two ways of making some kind of revenue. You know, I mean, there's so many ways they can go about it. Is my whole thing. Like it, you know, even like you consider. You know, what comes to my mind even like is even like what Sony does with Spider-Man. You know, like they technically still own Spider-Man, but they have some sort of they have some sort of you know, agreement with Disney where like Disney's able to use Spider-Man and there's like a collective I guess financial revenue to be made from both sides, that they're both winning, that they do it. You know what I mean? So that would, again, the Snyderverse moving on to Netflix isn't so far-fetched at all, actually. And then again, from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's very possible. Let's see what we're talking about here in the comment section. Emmett J. Scanlan did a close to perfect job as Lobo, so I can see Momoa following those footsteps very well as Lobo. I'll see it after Snyderverse completion. Right. Yeah, no, for sure. I hear you on that, man. It's again, I can see it done. I definitely can see it done. Okay, some interesting stuff being said here. Give me Henry Cavill as Snake in a Metal Gear Solid series or a movie. 100%, dude. Yeah, you know what, dude? That's interesting. A lot of people always throw what's this guy's name? From Dune 1, the first Dune. This guy's father. Jesus. Isaac. Man, help me out in the comment section. Isaac something. Or something Isaac. The guy who plays Moon Knight. Oh man, I can't believe his name's eluding me right now. Let me just check out his name before I look like a fool here. But yeah, a lot of people always throw his name in the head, which I can see. Or at the very, and here's the thing, actually, you know, even if you're actually onto something interesting here. Oscar Isaac. They throw Oscar Isaac to be Snake, but what if Henry Cavill is Solid Snake, and then use Oscar Isaac as Big Boss? You know, then the question would be is who plays Liquid Snake, right? But why not do that? You know, something along those lines. Dude, Henry Cavill sounds dope. You're right, it does. Yeah. He does jujitsu, so Cavill could bust out grapples and rolls as Solid Snake perfectly. 100%. Good point, Coach. Yeah, you know, dude, honestly, this is the first time I've ever heard Henry Cavill as Snake. But I don't know if anybody's seen the trailer to that new movie. It's supposed to be coming out soon. Something Gentleman. What's it called? Ungentlemanly Gentleman, something like that. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. There you go. And this other movie I've seen Cavill in that kind of fits what you're saying. I you know, again, I always see Oscar Isaac as the person that they throw out there for it, but seeing just the way he's portrayed in this movie, in the trailer that I've seen, and with his beard and all that, yeah, I can see that, man. I can see that as a thing, you know, just give him a rugged look, and he doesn't actually, man, I can see that, man. Good idea, bro. I think I get what you mean, Vega. Like, Cavill needs to be more rugged and not too proper. Yeah, exactly. Jeff Bridges. Ocelot. Oh man, dude, Revolver Ocelot, bro. He's a character, man. Yo, shout out to the Metal Gear Solid franchise for sure. Let me see what Jeff Bridges is, because I do not know. Yeah, Jeff Bridges is Ocelot, bro. Yeah, I could definitely see that, man. I could definitely see that. Yeah, for sure. Pinpoint castings. Yo, that's right. For sure. Yo, honestly, Jeff Bridges is Ocelot, dude. But I still need to. Wait, what about Michael Fassbender as Liquid? I don't know if that would. Let's see. Hold on. What about Michael Fassbender as Liquid, dude? As Liquid Snake. Oh yeah. Oh man, why is his name eluding me right now? Dude plays Thanos. What's his name? Dang. Oh my gosh, my mind is like. drawing blanks right now. Man, Brown. Oh my gosh, I just saw a movie with him too recently. Well, Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin. There you go. Josh Brolin as Ocelot. I can see that too. But I think you were onto something with Jeff Bridges, man. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about Michael Fassbender's Liquid Snake. Oh, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is Liquid Snake. Yeah, I can see that too. Who? Oh, you know who could play you know who could play the scientist? What's his name? Mark Ruffalo. No, he's probably too old. No, he's too old. Oh no, actually, dude who plays Brendan Fraser as Liquid Snake, or Brendan Fraser as the man, what's the scientist's name? Who's the scientist? I forget the scientist's name. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, the name's eluding me right now. Man. Yeah. You know what? We should probably scientist. We should definitely probably do a stream though, for sure. Where we discuss heavy in depth, like just a casting for Metal Gear Solid series. Who would you like to see in every character? I mean, because dude, Metal Gear Solid, that has so many characters. But like just to deal with the Otacon? John David Washington as Cyborg. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Who plays the general? Or the general or admiral? I forget. Do we get the guy who actually plays him in the video game to play him in real life? If he's still alive, I wonder if he's still alive. That'd be pretty dope. How about Christopher Nolan directing MGS? Definitely. If there's a director who I feel can definitely do a great job directing MGS, Christopher Nolan is definitely up there among them for sure. It'd probably be actually my first choice. And then maybe matter of fact, if I had it my way, it'd be Christopher Nolan directing, Zack Snyder producing, because we definitely need those. We need that cinematography. You feel me? He knows how to capture that cinematography when it comes to those scenes for sure. First, but dude, a series, dude. Oh my gosh, right? And then every season could be the game, like every game. Like the first one could be. Or here's the question: do we? Liam Hemsworth as Raiden. Here we go. Now we're talking. The question is do we go and? Oh yeah, dude, bro, great creators in the building, low key. Definitely. If you haven't checked his work out, go check out his work. He's actually the one who did my momentary clarity video. He's actually one of my brothers who's definitely going to be part of the La Casa Vega. He's definitely part of La Casa Vega. If you feel me on that, what I'm saying there, gotta have a Kojima cameo. That's brilliant. Yep. Yeah, but he gotta work on his English. You're right, exactly. But the question I have is do we do it in chronological order, or is the series released, series or movie for that matter? But I would like it in a series more, because the biggest problem a lot of movies face, I feel, is obviously the time, right? Like, you only have like a limited amount of time to try and fit in a movie what isn't a whole game, or even like a whole series or a whole comic, whatever, a book. And so I feel like a series actually allows you to do better. Like The Last of Us is probably a good indication of what I'm saying. Like that allows you to flush out the story better. So let's just say it's series for the sake of that conversation. Yeah, right. We'll just have to do voice. Right. Oh man. But the chronological order, do we do it in chronological order? Um, you know, whether it's like, do we start off with Snake Eater, then then the original Metal Gear Solid, then Sons of Liberty, and so forth, or does it pan out? Okay, chronological for sure. That's what I'm thinking. But if that's the case, then again we won't see Henry Cavill till later. You know what I'm saying? We'd obviously probably get like I said, I would like to see Oscar Isaac probably still as Big Boss. Adam Driver as Vamp. Hey, dude, yeah, yeah. Adam Driver as Vamp, dude, 100%. Dude. I mean this is that game, that series that has so many characters, dude. What about Fortune? How about who plays Fortune? You know what I'm saying? Who plays when we get to the Sons of Liberty season? You know, matter of fact, Carol. Who plays Carol? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna play Carol in the original Metal Gear? I mean, dude, there's just so many. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Just ridiculous. Hmm. Oof. Oh man. Let's see something here. How long am I going on for already? An hour and 16 minutes. Okay, not bad, I guess. Not bad. Oh man. But yeah, man, Okay. See some people on Facebook. Here's the only thing. Sorry for me to keep up with everybody. Meryl. I said Carol. If Clint Eastwood, let's see, hold on. Emma Stone, as you mean Meryl, yes. Emma Stone is Meryl? Oh, yeah, I can see that. Emma Stone. Or no, how about you know who would be actually good Meryl? Man, who's Koja, help me out here, man. Who's who what's that lady's name that everybody thought would be good, or I think even Zack Snyder said would be good as Catwoman in the Snyderverse. She's in the Watchmen, in a lot of his movies, Watchmen and Sucker Punch. What's her name? If I'll just find it, let's see. But I think she would probably be a good Meryl, in my opinion. What do we? Hugh Jackman as Meryl? Somebody say who's Hugh Jackman, bro? I'm dead, bro. Who's okay, come on, somebody. I mean, Hugh Jackman is who? That's what I gotta find out. You're putting out names here. Okay, Scarlett Johansson. I imagine you're saying Meryl. That makes sense. Carla, yeah, exactly. Her, Carla Gugino as Meryl. I can see that. Oh, Hugh Jackman as Big Boss for sure. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you're right. Hugh Jackman is Big Boss. Okay, I can see that for sure. Okay, I got one though. Who who plays what's his name? Fat Man? Fat Man, no? Who plays Fat Man is the question. Who plays that fat ass dude on rollerblades? Who plays him? Let's figure that one out. How about that? Jack Black. Oh shit. Oh damn, Jack Black is Fat Man. He probably would do a good job, but the question is, would he mind cutting his hair? That's the real question. He'd have to cut his hair. I don't see him doing that. No, you know who would be good? I think Fat Man. Man, I'm trying to remember who's that. I think he was in the show Heroes. Oh man, he's been in a few movies. He's got like a weird eye thing going on. I forget his name. Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, hold on. Shout out to Taladia plays, yo, the voice of the intro of Sil Nation. Yes, yes, yes. You already know what it is, man. I am the voice of the intro of Sil Nation. Shout out to Sil, man, the homie, man. I love that brother. I appreciate him giving me the opportunity to do that, and he's always showing love for it. So yeah, actually, again, yeah, if you need so what I probably should have mentioned this earlier when I was talking about the music. If you want to even hear more bars of mine, check out Sil Abdul Inc.'s channel, because you'll hear more of my bars, more of my wordplay, my capabilities when it comes to this rap shit. In his intro, and some inserts he uses, because I mean I gave him a whole song for sure to use that I know he uses different parts of the bars, or I don't even know what to call it. Yeah, maybe because that I sent it. The structure of that song was definitely, I did it in a certain way that he sent it to me. So he's got like maybe like 8 bars at a time that spit different things that I know he uses in different manners. But yeah. But yeah, shout out to Sil, man. But yeah, I agree with your pinpoint on the Vincent D'Onofrio. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that. Same guy who played in Dune. Yeah, I see you, dude. Yep. The guy who played the Harkin leader, right? Is what you're talking about? I imagine. Great creators. Oh man, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think who you're talking about. Or I know the name you're talking about. I forget his name. It's eluding me at the moment. But yeah, the Harkin leader. Yeah, him, right? Let's see what his name is. I was just let's see. Dune. Nope. Wrong. Come on, man. Don't do me like that. I Google and they try and put me into the old movie. Oh man, let's see. I'll give you the name right now. Oh, Stellan Skarsgård. That's who you're thinking about. Stellan Skarsgård. Yeah, the Harkin leader. Yeah, I mean, if they get into maybe to give him the same aesthetics, but the reason I'm imagining, I guess, already a big dude is because I'm not sure I imagine it might be harder to move when you have aesthetics that make you look fatter than what you really are. But then again, you know, who knows? Maybe they just CGI all that shit. But on that note, man, if you guys I want to see, yo, I gotta get to oh, shout out, man. Much love, Coach, man. Appreciate you coming through, man, and showing some love and chopping it up with us. This is what the Chop Shop is about. But yeah, man. Man, much love, brother. Much love, man. Yeah, man. I got nothing but love for my brother Koji, man. He came out to Chicago one time and stayed with me at the crib. Me and my brother, and had a good time, man. He showed some love, man, and we went to a it's eluding me right now. Jeez Louise. I'll tell you right now, it's just eluding me. Is it help me out, Coach? Where do we go? I forget we went to wrestling. Man, wow, my mind is really eluding me right now. It's not WWE, man. What the hell's the AEW? Jeez Louise. There we go. We went to AEW. Sorry, brother. Not to keep you away from your work, but I'm struggling here. Oh man. But yeah, bro, we went to AEW, man. The brother showed mad love. It was nothing but love all around. Like, obviously, when he told me he was coming to Chicago, he wanted me to go with him. I'm like, all right, well, man, if that's the case, just stay with me in my place. No need to rent an Airbnb or go to a hotel or something. My place is available. So, whatever. He came through, man. It was nothing but love, man. I think he even went. He went to like a Bulls game with my brother. It was a good time, man. Good time, good brother, good moments, and always forever be grateful to him. Actually, yeah, even one of my songs that are now exist in the archive are thanks to him because of an event he put together for the Snyder Cut movement, and it's the song "Fighter," and we even put together a video for it. So yeah, mad love for the brother Koj. Please check out his channel if you haven't already. If you're not, subscribe to him. Please do. He's got good content on there. But yeah, it was definitely a good time, man. But definitely I'm gonna have to have you on the show sometime soon, Koj, too, for sure, man. So we can chop it up. Let's see. Sting just retired Sunday, greatest retirement match of all time. I actually missed that. I gotta catch it, but I heard about it, so definitely gotta catch it. But yeah, man. Man. That being said, check out Koj's channel. Please check out Pinpoint Gamers channel. Check out Great Creators. I mean, these are all guys that I work with. I know personally, and I mean, like I said, even some familiar. So, and Taladia Plays, bro. I got much love, brother. Thank you for sliding through, man. I'm going to, if you have a channel, let me know, and that way I can let people know to slide through on YouTube. Yeah, dude. I mean, interesting, man. So hold on. I wanted to get back to Dune. Has anybody seen Dune Part 2? Because I don't want to ruin it for anybody if they haven't. All right, cool. So you do. Yeah. So yours is a content channel. Okay. So please check out my Taladia Plays. Taladia. I'm not butchering that. Taladia Plays. Check them out, man. And all right. So you haven't, but you want to, bro. Check it out, man. Honestly, it was a really great film, dude. Really great film. I have some minor issues with it, but when I say they're minor, they're really minor. I still came out of it. I'll put it like this: it's good enough that I'm supposed to see it again today with one of the homies. I'm waiting for him to hit me back up on that because we plan on seeing it together. I mean, honestly, and if you have, I guess, the time, I don't mind. Make it happen to where we can all see it, because I know my brother Melvin, Great Creators, he wanted to see it too. So honestly, if you guys are down to go see it to get together today, I don't mind. And I could see if Juan is still trying to go see that, man. But I'll put it like that. Anytime when I get a second watch of a movie, like when I go see a movie more than once, that's like that should let you know that it's a movie that's definitely worth the watch, even if it's just for one time. For the first time, it's worth the watch. But I definitely intend to watch it again, no doubt, brother. Like your brothers, I don't know if you're brother or sister, but whatever it is, no doubt, brother. You came through and showed love here, and I gotta show the love back, man. That's just the way I roll. But yeah, let's go watch it, man. I'm down to go watch it, bro. I do not mind seeing it again. It's one of those movies I definitely want to. I feel like there's so much happening that I definitely want to go see it again to make sure I'm following it through and through. Maybe I'll get a different opinion, but I know for sure that first watch I went to go see it, man. Great movie, man. Just great movie. I enjoyed it. I came out talking about it with my wife. I mean, and that's actually another part that lets me know like it's a good movie. Like if my wife could come out, enjoying like, oh, what happened? If we're talking about it, chopping it up, definitely. All right, well, let me finish this. Let me wrap this up, man. Let me finish my review. My little review. No, but yeah. So honestly, like, yeah, my first initial review of that movie is that it's a good film, good movie, good cinema. Definitely a breath of fresh air. Considering like everything that comes out that's so like copy and paste. You know what I mean? Like, and again, it's something in the line of like what I appreciate about DC, what I can appreciate about I guess you could say the high peak of Star Wars, not the garbage that it's been putting out, other than like the Mandalorian and the exception of maybe a few other things. But gotta do two, so spoil it up. All right, brother, for sure. I'll hit you up though, so we can go link up to go watch Dune, man. But yeah, so yeah, so if I were to, I mean, again, I'm not gonna spoil it too heavy. What I will say, if there's any complaint, is that maybe I feel it moves a little bit too fast. Maybe just a little bit too fast. There's a lot going on, so it's a really fast-paced movie in the sense of like what's happening in the timeline or in the length of time. There's a lot happening, so it's definitely clear though that it's not like what's happening is not like back to back. There's like time in between that's passing to the next moment to the next moment. I just feel like it's happening so quickly that I wonder if it could have been flushed out a lot better, to give it more context. I'm trying to remember what were my other minded things that I thought were like, but other than that, again, the cinematography was very well. The score is, just as great as it was the first time. There's a character that I'm trying to figure out, like, where the hell did he go? Because in the first movie, it's clear that he survived. At least it appeared he survived. If he died somewhere along the line, I don't know. I don't know when that is, but I don't know. Or maybe I just expected other characters to be alive. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah. The whole point is or maybe I'm missing something, and that's on me. That's why I feel like maybe I gotta watch this. Like, I definitely want to watch it a second time, just to see, like, maybe I misunderstood, and maybe I definitely even gotta rewatch the first one. I did not too long ago because I knew I was gonna watch Dune Part 2, but maybe I gotta watch Dune Part 1 again just to refresh my memory and be like, okay, no, this is what happened. This is why. Anyways, but apart from that, my biggest minor issue is just the fast pace. Other than that, really good movie. I've seen some. So, and here's the thing: this is coming from somebody that doesn't know the Dune lore. So this is why I do hope to hopefully have a conversation with someone that does have more of a affinity and knowledge of Dune that I don't. To maybe help me understand why he had some issues with it, because I've seen he had some issues with it, and I think he put it up in his channel, which is the homie Fatal J. So if you haven't checked his channel out, check his out. I know he's talked about it, and I've been meaning to go to his to watch that video. I haven't, but I'd rather have like a more in-depth conversation with him about it. I'll probably even just tune into the Dark Council tonight. I think they go live tonight. But but overall, that movie's good. And I suggest if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's definitely a breath of fresh air compared to like other movies that have been coming out lately. And then yeah, like, just stay tuned to Rebel Moon. Rebel Moon should be coming out. Part 2 should be coming out pretty soon. And if you haven't seen that interview with Zack Snyder and Joe Rogan, go check it out, man. So far from what I saw, it was definitely interesting. And then even like the videos that I've seen shared, definitely interesting as well. And there seems to be like a lot more coming down the pipeline. And like I said, I've definitely been on here a lot longer than I intended to. So I'm going to try and wrap this up pretty soon and pretty quick. On that note, like, that's music, entertainment. Like I said, I definitely want to touch on some, philosophical things, philosophical takes on certain movies that I definitely put out there that I was going to do it a while ago. Now's the time, though, for sure, that I feel it's probably maybe even more relevant due to like the nature of things, from socially what's happening, like the social fabric, the societal culture of things, maybe ideology to philosophy nowadays, to political things and things of that nature, to why I definitely do want to break down certain things about the Snyderverse, referring to the DC stuff he's done, from Man of Steel, BVS, to the Justice League movie, his Justice League movie. A breakdown of what I feel. I haven't seen yet a philosophical breakdown that I feel is. I've seen some things close to it, I just have not seen it discussed from the standpoint that I see it from, and possibly because I just have it might be my biblical insight that informs me on why I see things the way I'm seeing it in the film, possibly to even my political insight, but and my again my philosophical insight and ideologies, I guess. But there's a lesson there that I feel is important that I have not seen anybody talk about, and I do intend to do that. So I will be doing that pretty soon. And then, yeah, like politics as well. I would definitely want to talk about politics, especially now here in America. For those who don't know, I'm in America. I'm in Chicago. If that wasn't clear in the introduction, for those who missed it. But I definitely intend to talk about politics, government and things like that. And due to the obviously up and coming elections, which looks up to this point, it looks like it's Biden and Trump. I'd like to get into those discussions. Let's talk about it. And because I definitely feel like those shouldn't be divisive things. They shouldn't be things that people are afraid to talk about or scared to indulge in. The fact that somehow people become enemies due to their political, I guess, affiliations or philosophies or ideologies. It's weird to see people like really get bent all out of shape over it, or even like afraid to talk about it. I definitely feel like there's things to talk about, and shouldn't be afraid to talk about these things. I mean, conversation is everything, communication, and the only way we'll move forward with the right state of mind in these things is if we actually talk about these things. So yeah, like I said, I definitely want to talk about the upcoming political, season we're about to enter. I mean, it actually seems like it never stopped because of just everything that's happening. I mean, for those who don't follow, and I feel it's really important. I do feel it's important, so that's why it's something I definitely do want to talk about too. Because I guess I feel like we can get so, not that it's bad to like be intrigued by other things or focus on other things. It's definitely important to have your mind focus on the right things. I definitely feel though like you have to have some sort of insight on what's happening politically, especially like for those who live here in the United States. You do want to be aware of what's happening, from behind the scenes in the sense that maybe it's not in the forefront of your news cycle or what you inform yourself with, but there's a lot out there that allows you to be informed on what's happening from in the House of Congress to the Senate floor to, executive, policy putting whatever, all these the policies being put through by this current administration to, like I said, the elections coming up, things of that nature, all things that I would like to discuss, and then we can even get deeper into that too, like obviously discussions like the deep state, what is that, who is that, things like that, man. I definitely, things that do interest me as well. So these are conversations that, if that's what you're into, if you do want to like, see what that's about, if you want to even talk about it, hit me up, DM me in any of my social media platforms. If you follow me on X, if you follow me on IG, if you follow me on Facebook, message me, hit me up in the messenger, hit me up in the DMs, and let me know like, yo, these are discussions I would like to get into too, or even if it's things that you would like to see me talk about, maybe that you would like to join, or put it in the comment section even here too. What I'm saying? Like, let me know what are things that you would like to discuss, and maybe even hop on to discuss with me. And as long as it's nothing crazy, I'm open to anything. As long as you're open to anything, and as long as you're respectful, I'll be respectful. And if you're not respectful, I mean, I'm in charge here, so I'll definitely put your way out of here. So yeah, that being said, man, like, please stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. A minute and 40 seconds, an hour and 40 minutes in. Hold on, let's see. We got another chat here. Pruitt Taylor Vince, Fat Man, had to search through John Cusack films because I knew he was in a thriller with him. Found out finally identity. Late response, but just Pruitt Taylor Vince. Hold on, let me check that out because I'm not sure. Let me see. I just want to see who that is before we end this. Pruitt Taylor. Yes. Thank you. Yes, I mentioned him earlier. This is the guy I can see playing Fat Man. Pruitt Taylor Vince. Let's see if I can find what he's been in so I can see where it is that I thought maybe it was Identity. Um, Constantine. I remember him from Constantine. That's definitely why I think maybe I see him. But was he in Heroes? I think he was in Heroes. He was definitely in The Walking Dead, right? Yep. But see, yeah, he was in Heroes. Heroes Reborn. Yeah, I'm telling you, him. That's the guy I see playing Fat Man. 100%. That's Buddy with the eye. Yes, thank you, bro. Thank you. And you, yeah, exactly. So yeah, I could see him playing Fat Man 100%. I definitely feel that has to, you know what? We have to do an episode. I'm gonna do an episode of that actually. I'm gonna do an episode of I'm gonna do an episode where I specifically want to bring up Metal Gear Solid series casting ideas and really consider the nominees for each character in the Metal Gear Solid series, because that's definitely a cool conversation, and I think something that I think even the fan base has all been waiting for, like a Metal Gear Solid movies or series that I think honestly would even for like a general audience that doesn't know what Metal Gear Solid is would appreciate that kind of storyline and substance for sure. But anyways, that being said, guys, I definitely do need to get out of here. I appreciate for everyone who tuned in. Thank you for tuning in with us. Again, don't be afraid to comment in the comment sections. I'm always like to hear what's going on. I definitely probably should be paying attention more to what's being discussed on any other platform that I haven't seen just yet. But other than that, as far as if you did join in, you are watching, whether it's from Facebook, because I know I'm live on Facebook, YouTube, X, IG, Rumble. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you tune in some more. Please follow, please subscribe, please please comment, please share. That's the only way we get this moving. And if you want to see more, get involved. You know what I'm saying? Get involved and do the very things that I just mentioned. Comment, share, subscribe, follow, all that on any one of these platforms that you're following me on. And again, my music platforms, I'm on all music streaming platforms. If you look for Il Divino Vega, you'll find me. Matter of fact, even if you're looking for certain playlists, I've put together a playlist for people to find. That's a Il Divino Vega music playlist, and that houses all my music, because like I said before, I was able to change it to Il Divino Vega. I was just Vega, and that was a complication. So there's songs that I have under Vega that aren't under Il Divino Vega. But if you look for this playlist on any of these streaming platforms, you should be able to find me. And if not, like I said, just Il Divino Vega. YouTube has all my music for sure. So if you want to just follow me on YouTube, find me on music, listen to my music on YouTube, all I ask is that if you vibe with it, please share it. Have some sort of interact to it, critique, whatever, put it out there. You know what I'm saying? And that way, that's how you get the shit moving, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna allow us to keep this going. Again, I would love to do music for my, for a living instead of, doing what I do for a living now. So yeah, please look into my music, all music streaming platforms, Il Divino Vega. Listen to my new songs that I just dropped, La Casa Vega, Mi Cama, and everything that's already out. And man, I got so much more coming. Y'all don't know. Y'all just don't know. Y'all not even ready. But yeah, so just stay tuned, man. Much love. God bless. Peace out. One love. Let's go. And yeah, I appreciate y'all. Much love, man.